Okay, guys, so today we are going to follow the digital trail. The information that you put online leaves a digital footprint or a trail. This trail can be big or small, helpful or hurtful, depending on how you manage it. And some of you already have a digital footprint, even if you are not on the internet because of your parents. I started posting about Cadence the day she was born, so even though she's an infant and definitely does not use technology in any way, shape, or form, she has a digital footprint because I've posted her name places, I've posted pictures of her places, and I've posted things about her. So we all have digital footprints. The size just depends on how much and what we share. Our essential question for today is what information is appropriate in a digital footprint? And my goal for you is that you will learn to be safe and responsible digital citizens, and you will learn what is safe to share and what is not safe to share. Okay, I have a video to show you today, so we're going to go ahead and watch that about the digital trail. Okay, so a bulletin board that you have in your classroom is very similar to a Facebook wall, for example. We post things on our bulletin boards that we want to share with other people, whether it be information about us that we want others to know. Like I share my birthday on Facebook because I want my friends to know when my birthday is so they don't forget. We also post our accomplishments, both on social media and on our bulletin boards at school, like good grades, good work, exemplars. What are some other things that we post on bulletin boards? That's right, student work, photos, and birthday charts. These are all things that you might find also on social media. Your student work would be probably in the form of a post and not of your actual work on there, but maybe you'd post a picture. So I have a story for you today. This is the story of Mizzle and Electra. These animals decided it would be fun to put some information about themselves online. They went on to www.wildkingdom.com and posted information. The problem is that they forgot to ask their mamas if it was okay first. So you are going to pretend that you are from a big and small detective agency. An evil human has hired you to find out as much as possible about Mizzle the mouse and Electra the elephant. The more the detective learns, the better for their plan to take over the animal kingdom. Okay, we are going to do this together today to save some time. So these are their profiles online. On the next page, we are going to go through each one and we're going to decide if it was okay to share that information or if it was too much. So here's our okay to share and here's our too much. Okay, so let's drag out this first piece. Here's a photo of Ella, the elephant. Is this an okay picture to post or is it maybe a little too much? Good job. Yeah, it's a little too much. Little too much. Okay, let's see what our next one is. Oh, she posted a secret. Is it okay to post secrets on the internet? No, you shouldn't tell your secrets anywhere, especially on the internet where anybody can see them. And this is a secret about her and her brother, and maybe her brother doesn't want people to know that he fights with his sister. Maybe sharing this secret would embarrass the other person, and we don't want that. Okay. My favorite photo. This is a favorite photo of cheese. Is it okay to post pictures of food? Absolutely. I post pictures of food all the time on my Instagram. Does food tell people anything about you? Maybe that you like to eat, but anything that could harm you and or let a stranger know things that they shouldn't? Nope. My favorite food, cheese. Is that too much sharing or is that okay? Yeah, that's okay to share your favorite food. Because lots of people, I'm sure, like cheese. I like cheese. Okay. Username and password. Is it okay to share your username and password with people? Absolutely not. So, for an example, let's say you share your username and password for your Xbox Live account. You have all your games, you have all your top scores, you have your Minecraft account with everything that you've built. Maybe you've built this like awesome town, you have all this farmland that you're harvesting food, you've mined all of these minerals and diamonds, and you give away your username and password. So now someone can log in, they could go to your Minecraft account, and they could tear down your buildings, they could eat all your crops, they could take all your diamonds and your swords and your tools, or they could go on one of your other games and mess with your scores, or spend your money in your Sumdog account. So we never share our username and password. Birth dates. She has the month, the day, and the year. Is that okay to share or too much? That's right, it's too much. And I said earlier that I share my birthday on Facebook. I think it's okay to share the month and even the date that you were born. But the year is not okay because I know that Ella is 6 years old because she was born in 2010 and it's 2016. So she's 6. So now I know that she's young. And if you share your birthday year online and a stranger is looking, they'll know how old you are. And that's not okay. You don't want strangers to know how old you are. So never, ever, ever share your birth year. Okay. Where you live, 132 Waterhole Lane, Peanuts, Ohio. Is that okay to share or is that too much? Absolutely. You never share your address. I could type this into Google Maps and I could get in my car and I could drive right to Ella's house right now if I wanted to because she gave me her whole address. The house number, the street, the city, and the state. That's way too specific. So now I can find her if I want to. Name. Ella gave her full name here. My full name is Electra Ella Elephant. Is that okay to share your full name or is that too much? Yes, too much. If you're going to share your name, maybe just your first name, but you never want to give your first and last name. You never want to give your last name really because that really narrows it down. Favorite hobby, ice skating. Is that okay to share? Yeah. Yeah, your favorite hobby is okay to share. Your pet's name. Is it okay to share your pet's name? Yes, it is okay to share your pet's name. Because is somebody going to be able to find you by knowing that you have a pet flea named Frank? Probably not. Probably not. Where you live, a mouse hole. Is that okay to share or too much? Now this one is okay to share and I'll tell you why. Ella told us the whole street where she lived. Where this is a mouse hole. This mouse hole could be here at school. It could be at my house. It could be at Publix. It could be down the street at Walmart. I don't know where this mouse hole is. I just know that she lives in a mouse hole. So this doesn't allow me to find Mizzle. So it's okay to share because she was very vague. She didn't give lots of details. Last one. Name, Mizzle. Is that okay? Yeah, you're right. It is. It's okay to share because it's just her first name. So I can't really search for her because I don't know her last name is Mouse from her profile. So looking at this, looking at our chart, who shared too much information? Yeah, you're right. Look, they're all about Ella. She shared a secret, a photo that's inappropriate, her birth year, her username, because there's her trunk, her address, and her full name. So Ella shared way too much. So we're going to look at our worksheet now. Whose full name do we know? That's right. We know Ella's full name. Whose house could we find on Google Maps, do we decide? Ella's. Whose birth date do we know? Ella, she gave us the year and everything. Mizzle didn't give us the month, the day, nothing. But we know everything about Electra. Whose username and password do we find out? Electra's. Who let out a secret on the internet? Remember, you never want to put a secret on the internet. That's not okay. Which animal can you describe from their photo? You know, you probably could say both because Mizzle did have a profile picture of herself. You know, the safest way to make sure that a stranger has no idea what you look like is instead of putting your picture on your profile page, to put a picture of a pet or maybe your favorite cartoon character. On my Twitter accounts, I don't have a picture of me. I have a picture of a deer with flowers in its antlers. So if you were looking at my Twitter handle, you wouldn't know it was me necessarily because I don't have my last name on it and the picture is of a deer. So you wouldn't know it was me. So that's the safest way to be. Okay, let's answer these questions. Who can the detectives find out more about? So who can the detectives find out more about? That's right, Ella. And why? Because she shared too much. Ella, because she shared too much information. Okay, let's look at this next one. Which animal has the bigger digital footprint? Which one do you know the digital footprint size goes from which one shared the most information? Who shared the most information? Ella, exactly. Because Ella also shared her username. So now I can go on the internet and I can search her username and find out what games she plays. Where could I do that with Mizzle? Did I have that information? No. No. I can also search where Ella lives and see if she's in the news anywhere there. Okay, so Ella. Whoops. Has the bigger digital footprint. Mizzle says some funny things about himself on the internet. What are they? What are some funny things that Mizzle talks about on his profile? He lives in a mouse hole. I thought that was funny. What else? Likes cheese. Well, and he had that pet name. Yes, that's a good one. Okay. Last question. Is there anything that Electra posted on the internet that could be a problem for her? If so, what? What was the biggest concern about what she shared on the internet? What do you think is the most dangerous thing she shared? Her address.